Good morning to you all children. So today I am going to teach you about the same thing, freedom, struggle for freedom. So we are going to, you are going to learn about this in the next page. That is 248 page number, next page. Forced to grow indigo. Your cheaper mill-made cloth was imported into India from England. As a result, the handloom industry of India suffered. Lakhs of weavers became unemployed. They suffered the same fate as the farmers. The farmers were already suffering. No money with them. All the money, whatever they are earning in their crops, it was not sufficient for their livelihood. So the other people also, like craftsmen, like looms, hand looms. You know that Maggam? They make cloth with the help of the cotton thread. So those people are dying of. They also suffered a lot in the hands of the Britishers. The British did not allow the Indians to open mills and factories. They did not allow the people of India to start their own factories or mills. Mills means the cloth, the textiles were made in that factory. Indian traders were not allowed to trade in items of their choice. So Indians were not given any choice at all. Whatever the Britishers tell the Indians, they have to do that. Indian rulers and princes were also unhappy with the British. India is quite a big country. So there are many rulers like kings. They were also not very happy, the kings and their sons. What are their sons called? Prince. One is prince, more than one is princes. P-R-I-N-C-E, prince. P-R-I-N-C-E-S, princes. Look here. P-R-I-N-C-E, son of a king. This is only one. Two means if two sons are there, then there is a princes. P-R-I-N-C-E-S. Check out the spelling, princes. And supposing if you say the daughter of a king is called princess, P-R-I-N-C-E-S-S, daughter of a king. If one is there, princess. Two princesses, P-R-I-N-C-E-S-S-E-S. Princesses, that is the difference. You should always remember the spellings, okay? So even the kings and the princes also did not like the British rule. A law was passed by the British which stated that if a ruler did not have a male child, then upon the death of that ruler, his kingdom would be taken over by the British. And one more rule was there. So after, see, wherever it is, when the king is there, after the king, supposing if a king dies, then his son will be made a king. So here, supposing if the king doesn't have a son, then what would the Britishers do? They would take away his kingdom. You don't have a son, so we are going to take away your kingdom. That's what the rule of the Britishers there. So, like that, many kingdoms were taken away by the British. By using unjust and unfair means, unjust and unfair. Unfair means not true, not trustworthy. Unjust, unfair, two words are there for that, okay? Unjust and unfair means the British sought to expand their hold over India. So like this, cheating the people of India, they started expanding their empire in the country of India. They started dominating. The dissatisfaction and anger of most Indians led them to revolt. Revolt means against, fighting against the Britishers. So like this, when they started doing unjust and unfair things to the Indians also started feeling the fire in themselves. They would fight. No, this is not right. You are very unjust and unfair to Indians. So they would start revolt. Revolt means fighting back, against, okay? Revolt against the British. So how Indians started fighting against the British? Ever since the coming of the British, people in different parts of India had been protesting against their unfair policies. So wherever they would find unfair and unjust of the Britishers, the people of India started fighting for that. fighting. However, there was no unity in their protests. So some people would say, hey, why should we fight? Don't want. Let us be away from it, they would think. And some people will say, why should we be quiet? We should fight. This is our country. Some people would have this kind of fire in them. So, however, there was no unity. Unity means what? Unity means togetherness. There was no unity. So, these protests were all failed. It was only in 1857 that a major revolt broke out. In 1857, you have to remember the date, years, dates, numbers, whatever they give here, you must remember. In 1857, there was a big revolt from the Indians. Many Indians joined the group revolting the Britishers. This was the first war of independence. What is that called? When did first war of independence occur? It occurred in 1857. You should remember like that. Okay. So this war, first war of independence, was also called as the Sepoy Mutiny or the Great Revolt of 1857. It was an important event in our struggle for freedom. It was the first struggle, big struggle by the Indians against the Britishers. The revolt was started by the Indian soldiers serving in the British Army in India. So in India, they would have an army, Britishers. So in the army, they would appoint Indians only. And they too started revolting against their government, the Britishers. A new rifle called the Enfield had been introduced in India. A new rifle. Rifle means a big gun. They use in wars, isn't it? Big guns. So that rifle was called, a new rifle was introduced. New things they keep finding, isn't it? So like that, a new rifle was found and its name was Enfield. A rumor spread that the grease used in the bullets was made from the fat of cows and pigs. So slowly the rumors started spreading, saying that the bullets which are used in these Enfield rifles, they are using grease. Grease means oil. To grease means to run the gun very smoothly. I think you all know that even in the bikes and cycles also they put oil, isn't it? Why? That is called grease, children. To be lubricant, or you can say to move those machines very freely. So these grease, they greased it, they applied the fat of the cows and pigs to the bullets. Soldiers had to bite off the greased wrapper of the bullet before loading it in the rifle. So before they use that bullet into the rifle, before they put it into the rifle, they should put it in their mouth. The bullet they must put in the mouth, they must pull out the cap of it. So that when they remove the cap, the grease means the fat of the oil of pigs and cows was applied, isn't it? So they didn't want to do that. Even the Muslims and the Hindus also. Hindus pray to the cows. We pray them as goddess, isn't it? And Muslims, they don't like the pig. So they would revolt. No, we are not going to use these guns. Like that they would revolt. So Enfield rifles are famous for that. This was against the religious sentiments of the both Hindu and Muslim soldiers. They refused to use these rifles and revolted. We are against it. We are going to fight. We are not going to use these rifles, Enfield rifles, they said. So that is all of this page, children. So next I am going to make one more video and I will explain very clearly. Okay.